Well, this is my cracker rigged welder. It was like a brand new welder I got back in 2007, and I dug it out a few years later and I found out it was broke. And there was a few things broke on it, the fan and all that stuff. But, you know, if you can hear, fan's working, I got that working. And then, for some reason, I can never get this motor to work, which feeds the wire. So what I did was I figured out what the wires were, and it's supposed to be 12 volt, but I got it jumped over to a 6-volt lantern battery with a little rheostat, and I got it jumped up here. The only thing is that this thing is always hot, so if you turn it on, this tip is hot. But you see, you can pull the trigger and the wire feeds, and you can adjust it with the rheostat. So me being a real amateur, plus using this rigged up system here, I went ahead and I welded up real sloppily, but it probably will hold, is this elliptical arm. Hopefully they'll send a new one. They could be BSing me, but even though this is on there kind of splattery and stuff, it's still got some penetration down there, so it should hold up for a while. And I was using this cheap auto darkening mask, which had a while, so worked out okay. So I'm gonna just paint this thing with some metallic Rust-Oleum silver and slap it on there real quick, and throw it back on the machine. But looks like I could be able to use this welder. Depends on you know, I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to adjust it. But if you look back here, all it is I found the two wires that went to the motor, and it's something wrong with the circuit board. It wasn't like a loose wire, because I found a few loose wires in this thing. It's made in China, and but it might actually service me okay. You know, it might actually work. So using this rheostat, and I might change this to 7.5 volt battery. See, I think this wire feed motor runs off of 12 volts. Might change it to a 7.5 volt battery. That's actually enough. And just got to jumper it, and I can actually set this up where the battery sits here in the compartment, close it up, and when I'm ready to go, just, you know, I can have this all like soldered on and all this type of stuff, and just when I'm ready to go, clip the battery on. And the only thing is, I got to watch that the tip's hot as soon as I flip the switch. This thing stock, it would the tip would only get hot when you pull the trigger, but it does work because you know, now that I have this battery set up, see, there's the wire, it feeds out, and the tip does get hot, so it's cool.